Hey, it's Megan.
Hey, it's Lynn.
And welcome to another episode of At the Space Bar. Tonight we are talking about
Queer identities.
And how
we define ourselves.
How we define ourselves and how different people identify with all the different terms out there that we could be using to identify. Lynn, how do you identify yourself?
I'm not even sure how I identify myself. I guess if I had to pick one of the letters of the LGBTQ, I guess I would pick queer, I guess, just because it's more, like, open and all-encompassing.
Yeah. I don't like the word lesbian.
Me neither.
It sounds dirty. It sounds like you're doing something wrong.
It's like, I guess maybe it's because of, like, different stereotypes, too, and, like, associations that you hear growing up. Like, I always heard it as, like, a negative term. It's like,
yeah.
Ooh, she's a lesbian.
Ooh, that lesbian. Yeah, exactly.
Or a dyke.
Yeah, I think that's...
those words, I don't like to associate myself, really. Well, I don't like to,
I think dyke's an ugly word on its own, but, like, you can mix it up with, like, hipster, like, oh, check out that hipster dyke.
Baby dyke.
Baby dykes. That's kind of derogatory, too. How am I a baby dyke? I'm 24 goddamn years old. I'm an adult.
Because,
I am an adult queer woman.
You got the little short haircut thing, and you got a little baby face.
That's not what a baby dyke is. A baby dyke is, like, 18 and under.
I don't know.
I'm just making this up. I'm defining baby dyke right now. 18 and under, probably not even entirely sure that she's gay yet.
When I was, like, 15, sometime in high school, I remember I was in the car with my friend and we were going to a soccer game, and my friend was talking about her boyfriend, and then my dad was like, Lynn, do you have a boyfriend? And I said, no. And he said, what are you, a dyke? And then ever since then, I'm just like, what does that even mean? And I'm like, maybe I am one, and I didn't really think about it. I was like,
your dad said that?
I know, and I was like, why? Even if I was, why are you gonna say it like that?
I think it's been like a transition out of the butch and femme. Have you read Stone Butch Blues?
No, but I've heard about it. I don't really read books.
It was well, the idea is like it's taking place around like the 60s, and all of the characters in the book are identifying as like butch or femme, and then like they get a little older. And then they're almost kind of shunned from, like, gay hangouts because they're butch or femme, and the women are more, like, ambiguous and just general queer, kind of like how we are now.
Yeah, I think a lot of those terms are starting to phase themselves out as people are more open to not having any labels and just being more kind of fluid, I guess, with gender, and not being like so rigid into falling into a certain label. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I don't think that necessarily needs to be the absence of labels, as much as it needs to be like labels as adjectives, where we can just use these words to describe, and like take multiple words and describe ourselves with them.
So then, how would you describe yourself?
I usually just describe myself as queer.
I just say I'm a fag.
I'll randomly call myself a hipster dyke, though. Like, like, I dress how I feel.
So,
what else?
How do you define yourself? Let's talk about it. Leave a comment, down below in the comments section, and let's start a dialogue.
Yeah, let's start a conversation about this, because this is only representing two opinions, and we're clearly lacking.
And we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We don't really know what we're talking about. So you let us know. Signing off.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
At the Space Bar. Actually, if you look on like Craigslist and stuff, I think people still use it.